Hey friends, so this morning I was up early enough to watch KJ, and she is so funny. Oh my goodness, if you're not watching her and subscribe to her, just do it. It is so worth it. So anyway, I told her to use 2 cups of okra in her coffee smoothie, and she was terrified, but it worked. And so I told her I call mine a Mochra. I always put some chocolate in mine. So I'm going to make that really quickly for you. And I have a picture that I'll put in the bottom of this video. So 2 cups of okra into about 1.5 cups of cold coffee. 1, 2. Now, whoops, I'm dropping this stuff everywhere. This stuff is gold. So, yes, I did just pick it up off the floor. It's fine. Little dirt never hurt anybody is what my mom always said. You don't have to use this, but I use about, what is this measure? Looks like it might be, I've left it in here for so long. I think it's 1/4 teaspoon of lecithin. And I put that in all of my smoothies because not only is it really, really good for you, but it kind of helps blend things up a little bit better, make it a little bit smoother. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of dynamic green from my redneck Tupperware. And I'll tell you why. It's really good for you, and you don't even notice it in this drink because of the cocoa and the coffee. Now, I am using my black cocoa because I really like it. And I'm actually almost out. This is a 2.5 tablespoon scoop. I'm only going to use about 2 tablespoons because it's a nice strong cocoa. I get this one from this or Blommer, Blommer. I get these, it's about $23 for 2.5 pounds. And this is one of my redneck Tupperwares that I reuse. So there's my cocoa. Now, only because Pearl does it. It's not part of my recipe. Normally, this is something I just started doing. I'm throwing in a teaspoon of whole husk psyllium just to moisturize my insides. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, moisturizing my insides. I like super sweet in my smoothies. I don't use the stevia. This, again, is about a 2.5 tablespoon scoop, and I have 1 tablespoon marked off. So I'm putting a tablespoon of super sweet. My really beautiful, I got to get more for my other redneck, but these are from Canada's Creations. I picked the font and color and everything, and she made it for me. And I really like having friends that are talented because I am so not. I love to cook. I love to teach. I love coaching. I love being a mom, but I'm not a crafter. Canada made this. No, I would never, like iron on what? No. I like having friends who do this. This is my logo. That she made my logo. And this with it. See? And it's a nice full, it even has pockets. It has pockets. So, scoop of collagen, because I follow closely, but not precisely, the Big Boy. Yeah, it's the secret Big Boy. So we've got the 2 cups. And I'll tell you what, I have not had spinach this week, so I'm going to pause you and go get some spinach to throw in here too. Spinach. I'm a little sad. I'm struggling with my refrigerator right now, and the bottom of this is frozen. So I'm going to have to throw like half of this out. It makes me a little sad. But I'm just going to grab a bunch. That's probably a couple of cups, and that's okay because you won't notice it in here, and it's so good for me. So I'm going to deal with that after. And then I'm going to put just a little bit more water in because I think my blender's pretty full. I will be right back. I'm not going to make you listen because I don't have a quiet blender. It's a Blendtec. It does a great job, but I don't have a quiet one. Okay, I've paused my blender and I'm going to put a half a scoop of whey. This is just plain unflavored whey protein. And this is 1/3 cup, so you're putting, what's that, like about 2 tablespoons of whey. Anyway, you wait till about the last 10 or 12 seconds. Whey is a very small protein, like the atoms of it are very small, and so you don't want to over blend this. You want to add this in like the last 10 or 12 seconds. And it will fluff it up. It doesn't need fluffing, it's a big shake, but it'll fluff it up and add that last bit of good quality protein. Okay. I went and got my mug. You will see there will be like 2 of these. So it's going to be a huge, huge shake. Now, it's an odd color, but you can't tell. I mean, with all the greens that are in here, that's 2 cups of okra, 2 teaspoons of Dynamic Duo, and the spinach. You can't even tell. I'm telling you. Had Rashida not done this in the new cookbook, I would have never done it. 2 cups of okra makes this so thick and creamy. You don't taste the okra. Girls, I spent the money and got this Blendtec. It was a refurbished, and I think I paid $260 for it. Worth it, worth it, worth it. Before this, I had a Cuisinart that I got from Walmart. Great little blender. Didn't last a year because I would blend every day, just like all trim healthy mamas, a couple times a day. And when I would blend my my okra, I would do it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You got a cheap blender, put it on for 5 minutes. I promise you won't taste a drop of okra. Friends, remember, this is the food that we need to live, but we need Jesus for our life. Thanks for being with me, friends.